Had he thought he'd actually remember being 3 years old? That he'd experience any recollections of his life with his natural mother? No, not really. It had just been something he had to do. Sooner or later, he would have had to make the trip. Sooner was better than later. He'd made it past the first few hurdles. He'd gotten the job as police chief. He'd met Boyd Hammond. He had a date with CeCe Collins. And he'd taken a good look at his birth mother's home and what was left of the man who'd been her brother. Without warning, a sharp pain pierced Gardner's skull. Momentary darkness filled his line of vision. Total blackness. Then another sharp pain hit him. Instinct took over. He slowed the car, pulled off to the side of the road, and killed the motor. Images formed in his mind. Fuzzy, gray images. She stood directly in front of the fireplace. Terror filled her dark brown eyes. The woman screamed. Once. Twice. Blood splattered everywhere. She stopped screaming. Gardner slumped over the steering wheel, his hands clutching the dashboard. He'd never had this vision when he was awake. It had always come to him in his dreams. What did it mean, he wondered, actually remembering the details when he was wide awake? 8 years ago, he'd undergone hypnosis in the hopes of remembering something, anything, that would free him from the nightmares he had suffered on and off since childhood. The police psychiatrist had told him that whatever had prompted Gardner's nightmares was apparently buried too deep for even hypnosis to uncover. 8 years ago, when hypnosis had failed, Gardner had set out on a quest to discover the truth about his past. Who were his natural parents? Why had he been put up for adoption at the age of 3? In the years that followed, he had found out far more than he'd ever wanted to know. Would he remember more details now that he had returned to Coldwater? Did the dreams mean anything? Were they true remembrances or just the results of some childhood trauma his subconscious refused to divulge? Maybe he didn't know a damn thing about Gail Michaels' murder. And then again, maybe he did. It didn't matter. He had the basic facts. Once he had discovered his natural mother's identity, he'd found out about her unsolved murder, about his own illegitimacy, and about his father, the youngest Hammond son, who had died almost 9 months before Gardner's birth. And there was no doubt in Gardner's mind that the Hammonds were responsible for his mother's death, that Boyd Hammond had made sure Gail Michaels' bastard, little Tommy Michaels, wasn't around to inherit any part of the family fortune. But Tommy Michaels had come home. He wasn't a helpless 3-year-old child now. He was a 34-year-old man, and the new chief of police.